Hi, this is Dennis Peacock with another edition of the Transforum. A very interesting article by a gentleman named Thomas Friedman from the New York Times, a columnist, came out this last week that caught my attention. 3 bombs aimed at this generation. Basically, he was talking about the challenge of nuclear proliferation, especially into the fundamentalist Islamic side of things, the international, national, and local debt bomb, and the last bomb is the climate change that may face all of us. You know, it was an interesting world that I grew up in. We had the rational, or I put quotes around that, the rational Soviet Union. And we came up with Dr. Strangelove, kind of a very interesting foreign policy relative to nuclear force. It was called MAD, Mutually Assured Destruction. The whole game was that both Russia and the U.S. would have so many nuclear warheads that the start of war would guarantee the destruction of everybody, hence nobody would pull the trigger. It's a very different situation once you get Islamic fundamentalism and they're killing people in the name of God. There isn't mutual assured destruction. There's some kind of religious insanity involved in that picture, and it certainly is not subject to the same kind of rationale that MAD was. Now, all of this really is up on the table with both North Korea and obviously Iran, and we've been following those situations closely for a number of months, as I'm sure you have as well. It's going to be very, very interesting to see in the next several months what does happen, especially in Iran. North Korea, as crazy as they are, I don't think they pose the same kind of a threat that Iran does. The debt bomb, well, we've talked a lot about that here on the Transforum. The debt internationally and nationally is so severe that it could go off, and actually we could have a systemic financial meltdown. We certainly run the risk of massive inflation. We see the dollar weakening daily. All of that would affect employment on a major level. And if there ever actually is a global financial meltdown, I would imagine that there would be a period, God knows how long, of genuine anarchy in many, many situations. It poses a real, real threat. The third bomb, so to speak, is climate change. That one I'm not quite so clear on. Is it getting cooler? Is it getting hotter? You've got whole batteries of scientists who take both positions. Is the climate change situation a political tool? Is it a phenomena, a short-lived phenomena, like the so-called population explosion, which proved to be not what we thought it would be, or Y2K? And historically, there's been one scare after another. Now, I have no question that there is some climate change obviously going on. The question is, how severe, how long, and what are the consequences? Now, we've talked about this in the context of economic cap and trade and the whole issue, and we have this on the Transforum already, that ultimately when you're talking about climate change, you're talking about massive economic shifts of resources and whether or not we're willing to make the lifestyle changes quick enough to really affect the climate. Hey, where is all this going? Click the link below and go to Strategic Vision. This is Dennis Peacock for the Transforum. Hey, let's engage.